Hello everyone! Today I want to talk about the Dominion card combo of Salty Earth and Baths. So Salty Earth is an event that allows you to trash a victory card from the supply and gives you +1 point. And Baths is a landmark that rewards you with 2 victory points every time you did not gain a card in your turn. So usually Salty Earth with the plan, buying Salty Earth every turn with the plan to trashing all 8 provinces is not good enough because it's just too few points, just 8 points, which you get in the process, and that's easily outscored with a few duchies or spiking one single province. But with buffs around, that gets different because when you buy Salty Earth, you don't actually gain any card. So you get 2 extra victory points, so that's already 3 points then. And if you usually build your usual deck and engine or whatever with buffs around, you usually don't take any points. So every 12 points go slowly but surely to the Salty Earth player who tries to rush down provinces. And yeah, this is a very convenient way to end the game very quickly with quite some points. And it's very hard for any other deck to compete with that. So let me show you how it works out here. So I want to open Salty Earth, trash a province. My opponent opens Amulet because he thinks there's a nice engine going with Border Village, Embassy and Grand Markets. I open Silver to try hitting 4 more often. And he opens another Amulet. So I have another 3 and buy another Silver. And he has Amulet, treasures a card, and passes the turn. Well, he gets 2 buffs points in the process. That's good for him. I Salty Earth again. And yeah, my opponent trashes an estate and buys a Silver. And I just Salty Earth again, trash another province. Opponent plays an Amulet, has 3 coins, buys another Silver. So let's Salty Earth again with my 5. 2 buff points left. Opponent tries to get another Silver to get points now quickly as he sees the pile running out. I just Salty Earth. My opponent buys a Border Village Embassy to get the draw going. And well, I don't have anything to do with my 3, so I buy a Silver. With 5 I buy Salty Earth. As you can see, I already have 20 points now, or 19 points, and he only has 2 because he also trashed his estates. So now he feels the need to buy a province, but it's already too late, and I can buy Salty Earth and trash the last province and win this game. So that's the basic combo of Salty Earth and buffs. And if your opponent doesn't know what's coming, you can surprise him with a quick ending and buff points on your side. So now I want to show you what you can do to fight against this combo so that you still can win, even if you don't want to play that, because if both players go for it, it's basically a coin flip. So you see the combo Salty Earth and buffs, and you are not sure if your opponent is going for it or not. So you pick up something that could transition into greening early. So in this case, I want to pick up the Monument because it gives me a point every time I play it, which is very convenient if we try to rush to victory here, or if my opponent tries it. So I open Monument. In general, you want to look for everything that allows you to green early without needing too many gains. So you might consider skipping the next turn already. So now you see your opponent goes for Salty Earth and trashes a province, and that signals to you, okay, he's doing the rush Salty Earth buffs thing. What you now want to do, you don't buy the amulet, which you maybe normally would, but you try to contest buff points as much as possible, because those are your opponent's main source of victory points if you're going for this rush. And if you contest half of them, around half of them, you are quite good to go. So you just skip the turn here and get 2 points. So your opponent buys the silver to get more buffs, and here you hit 5, and what you do now is you Salty Earth yourself, but don't trash a province, but trash an estate. That way you don't make the game shorter and can play out your advantage of having the monument here. And also you gain another points from Salty Earth, which is important, and 2 points from buffs. And basically every 2 points you gain from buffs are like 4 points, because your opponent doesn't get them. So that was a 5 victory point play. With the monument it was even a 6 victory point play, so like you bought a province. So your opponent skips a turn, doesn't hit 4, he has 2, and well, you don't have 4 either to Salty Earth again. This time 4 buff points are left, so that means if you take the buff points now, your opponent takes the other 2, and it doesn't really matter, so you can just also buy the silver here to make your deck better. And your opponent takes Salty Earth on province and takes the 2 buff points. And now the last 2 buff points are very important, because if you don't take them, your opponent takes them. So you Salty Earth for estate again, and you have them. So the buff points got split evenly, and you are already in the point lead. So basically, if your opponent tries to do the province thing, he only gains 1 point a turn, which is way too few points to do anything against your monument play. And you buy the silver here. Opponent salts the earth again. And here you hit 6. And you could think about duchy. I think we can get away with a gold. And the opponent salts the earth. You have 4. I think we pick up a silver. Opponent has only 2, picks up an estate for the victory points, and now I think you start to green, gain duchies. Now the points are even in your favor, so your opponent can't really buy Salty Earth again, because it would just lose him the game, so he also has to duchy. You play the monument for an extra point, and well, we luckily hit province, and from there on out it's basically over. So that's how you can beat Salty Earth. Basically try to aggressively split the buffs in your favor, or basically even, at least even. Then it's pretty easy. With 4 to 8 points is doable, but anything below that, it gets really hard to outscore Salty Earth buffs. Also look out for attacks that prevent your opponent from hitting 4 often, like maybe Sea Hack, which is interesting because you give them a curse, which is also negative points, and you don't gain a card, so you might even be able to contest buff points if you don't buy anything there. Some other attacks don't work that well. Well, discard attacks might slow them down sometimes, but with a silver in the deck it's not that hard to hit 4 with 3 cards. And Mountebank, for example, doesn't hurt that much either, because the copper kind of offsets the curse and they still get to hit 4 quite often. So thanks for watching. I hope you have fun with Salty Earth Buffs combo. because it's quite interesting back and forth there with counterplay, which you can do. So thanks for watching and see you next time.